I like this one better. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know if this thing is going live. It might be just posting a video. I don't know what it's doing, but I'm here. This is your man's Big Dex, doing dailies here, getting a fan base. Getting a fan base just based off of the things that I come. Now this page will specifically be used for talking, life problems, gaming, whatever the case may be. You'll catch it on here. I'm working off an iPhone. The resolution is pretty good. I like the resolution. But yes, for those who are following, welcome. Welcome to the page. Welcome here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I do take into consideration your comments, so please leave them below. Leave your comments below. I won't ask for the likes. You don't have to like the video. But if you agree with it, leave your comments below. Like the video. Do as you please. The first thing I want to tap on is relationships. Relationships. Coming towards Valentine's Day. This is, I guess, my Valentine's Day edition of relationships. How do we deal with relationships coming close to the time where, you know, you have a lot of lovey-doveys, a lot of new relationship startings, a lot of breakups, due to a lot of problems within the relationships. And there are a lot of things. There are a lot of things, a lot of fights, a lot of arguments. So what do we do as far as that? What do we do? How do we take them? And the only thing I can say is take it one day at a time. Take it one day at a time, one step at a time. Never stress yourself. Never push yourself to just, you know, work on and move with it. You just get it going. Pretty much that's all I can say is get it going. I've had tough times, relationships. My relationship that I'm in now is a struggling relationship. So anything that I can do to help you, or questions or whatever the, you know, whatever the case may be, if I can answer it, I will answer it. I'm not a certified counselor. I'm just a person who goes through life as many do. And that's pretty much basically all that I can say. You know, I'm not a counselor. I'm no counselor. I'm no person that's going to sit here and try to give you a bullshit case or, you know, bullshit advice. You know, you don't have to take the advice, but hey. But for me, I've been through a lot of relationships. I've dipped in and out of relationships just to see what I wanted. I'm 27 years old. And for me to be 27 years old, I'm not quite there where I want to be. I'm not quite there where I want to be. Time is ticking, but I'm not going to rush myself to be at a perfect level because you're never going to be perfect. There's never going to be a perfect person in this world. Never, ever going to be a perfect person, because if there is, I got to meet that person. I got to shake their hand. I want to be walking with that person, legit, if there is a perfect person on this planet. But I am never going to be perfect. I'm always going to strive to be better and better and to do better and to want to live better, to make better. Having, you know, 3 children in the world, bringing 3 children into the world, you know, there is a level of something that you have to be, to show for your children. Set an example, if you will. Set an example for your children. You know, you got to make it right for them, you know, of course, because if you don't set the example for your children, you or your spouse or you or your fiance, baby mama, whatever the case may be, you don't set that example for your children, then you have a whole nother growing generation who will in turn be a very bad generation. So things that I do, even in my household, is just not something, you know, I look to have negativity in. Like now, I'm going through, you know, some troubles in my life, in my marriage. And the troubles are not deep troubles. They're not deep troubles. But if I can say so myself, the biggest thing that I'm always told is, and it's crazy because you can ask 10 different people and you'll see where those 10 different people's heads are in life. You will definitely see where those 10, you know, different people's heads are in life, depending on who it is that you choose to associate yourself with. I have different friends who give me good advice, and I also have different friends who give me, I wouldn't say negative advice. I would say just advice that they feel might be positive. Everybody's going to have an opinion if you give them, you know, a leg to stand on. If you give them that opportunity, everyone is going to have an opinion. And to me, I take most at what may be able to help me. You know, so if I feel that, I don't know, maybe let's say a cheating situation. Let's say a cheating situation. We'll go with that as an example. So one cheats, the other takes it. How do you react to it? Me, I'm trying to walk with the good Lord. So for me, revenge is not an option. For me, getting back revenge or dishing it out as I got it, I don't have to get somebody if I've been got. And again, because I'm trying to walk with the good Lord, I don't want Judgment Day to come and I'm judged on that case and I'm asked, well, what did you do to help the situation? And for me, mine is to basically say, well, what I did was what I did. I was calm about the situation, didn't lay hands, I didn't freak out, didn't go back for revenge. You know, just I stayed calm and cool, and I put my faith in, and that's just the biggest thing. Just put my faith in and let that work out itself. Just let it rock like that, you know, just literally let it rock like that. I know a lot of people are not able to take certain things. For me, at a time, I wasn't able to take certain things as it came. I really wasn't able to. You know, growing up the way I grew up hard times. So, you know, some people are born, you know, into this world with it being easy, and others don't. You know, but what I've been through puts me at a point in life where, because I've been through the stuff that I've been through, it makes me a stronger person. It's easier for me to take a lot of things as they come. You know, I can say that I am easier to, you know, I can take a lot of things, you know, so me being able to do that, you know, it puts me in a space where I'm like, okay, this is dope. I can take this. I can handle this, you know, and then there are certain things that I can't handle. So, you know, relationship wise, being the fact that I've been in a really long, serious relationship, in life, or in my life at this moment, being married, 3 children, um, being married at a young age, or happen to mature at such a young age. Um, it's just it's different. And where do we take that as far as maturing at an early age? For me, um, I don't know. I don't think it's pretty much of a problem for me. But I guess for the people that you may get into a relationship with, it may not work for others. So what may work for one person may not be for another person. So I guess you just go ahead and go with that. But hey, you don't know. You don't know. That's the key. So I guess you have to come to a common ground, figure it out together, figure it out what you want and how you want it done. Now, guarantee all your expectations may not be met at that point. But at that point, what do you do? Um, I know for me, if all of my expectations are not met, I am not going to sit and turn around and just say forget it. I'm not going to say forget the relationship. Of course not. Because you've invested, and within the time frame of you investing, what are you willing to do, or what are you prepared to do? Because everyone comes with their flaws. Again, as I said before, no one's perfect. Everyone comes with their flaws, and there are some things that you can't take away from certain people. There are some things that you can't take away from certain people. Um, but you also can work around it. And if you feel as though that you can't work around it, then at that point, then maybe you should just disperse yourself from the situation. That's pretty much how it goes. If you feel that there's no fixing the situation, or you can't come to grips with the situation, then at that point, you should maybe just turn around and just leave the situation all in one. But do not continue to keep putting yourself into the situation or making yourself feel unhappy, because at that point, not only do you toy with your emotions and do you mess your own head up for someone else that comes in, but you also mess the other person's head up as well, because a lot of feelings get attached. If you've gone so long in a relationship, I would say like maybe 2 3 years. 3 years is a pretty long time. 3 years is a pretty long time to be with someone. And after so many times of just going and going and going and going and going, it's like all right, whatever. You might as well just fix the things that you feel are a big deal. You come to that common ground. You have to discuss it. And that stuff should be put out on the table at day one. A lot of people don't, they are not clear when they're getting into the relationship, because during that cupcake phase, during that puppy love stage, if you are in that stage, you don't let things be known, or the important things that should be known. Um, and in turn, later on down the line, when you start to figure things out, or when you start to see things for yourself, these are things you don't like. Now, if these things were not put on the table and they were not communicated to you, then at that point, you either fix it or you leave from it. But again, they should be communicated from the start. From the start. Now, if they have been communicated to you, when it happens later on down the line, you already known. You've already known. Now, if it wasn't a problem from the rip, if it wasn't a problem from the rip when the person told you about it, when the action happens finally, there's really nothing much you can say about it, because you knew what you were getting yourself into. But then again, like I said, you have a lot of people who are not open and upfront with those situations or certain things because of judgment. They're not forthcoming with those things because of judgment. A lot of people do not accept being judged. A lot of people can't take constructive criticism very well. So at that point, they will turn around and just say, you know what, forget it, I guess. Forget it. So, you know, you again, and this all ties back to just, you know, communication would be the biggest key. Communication would definitely be the biggest key. So yeah, communicate, 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 communicate. That is the biggest thing. Communicate things that you don't like. Communicate things that you do like. Communicate from day one. So for all you people who are going out to look for love and going in bars and churches and funerals and stuff, um, communicate. Communication can be the biggest thing. The biggest thing. Communication is definitely the biggest thing. Let it be known out at Front Street. You know, things that you are accustomed to, things that you like. And if a person cannot adhere to it, if the person, you know, can't see it as them dealing with it or doing it, then maybe that's not the person for you. Maybe that's literally, honestly, not the person for you. That is not the person for you. But don't jump into something or settle for something. Because if someone can't take you for who you are, you don't need them in your life. You don't need them in your life. There's no reason why you should have to fake or try to change to be someone that you're not. Unless it's really bad. If you just got a habit of just walking around smacking people in the face, then yeah, ain't nobody gonna deal with that. Nobody's gonna deal with that, because eventually somebody gonna smack you right back, and it's gonna be harder than, you know, you give it. So that might not be the best thing, but small things like things that you may want, like, you know, for some of you women, I know a lot of you women like flowers, you know. So if you like flowers, just because, communicate that. Communicate that, okay? Communicate that to a person. And follow up with it all the time. Follow up with it all the time. Follow up with it all the time. If you know, you enjoy flowers and he starts to get you flowers in the beginning, and then eventually during the relationship he stops getting you flowers, make sure you communicate it to him. Don't let him fuck up. Don't, oh, excuse me. Wow. I'm sorry. I'm not sure who my demographics is going to touch. I'm not sure who it's going to reach out to. But if he messes up, you got to let him know. You got to let him know. You definitely got to let him know. Let him know that this is what you like. In the beginning, you told him that this is what you like and this is what you expect. This is what you expect. This is what you expect. You expect to get those flowers just because. Not on a special occasion, not on an anniversary, not on Valentine's Day, Christmas, New Year's. You expect this. You expect roses. You expect flowers. You don't care if it comes from, you know, you don't care if it's $1 rose or $1 flower, whatever the case may be. You expect those. If you expect it and it's not happening, you got to let it be known. You can't let them mess up, because if somebody knew better, they do better. If someone falls off, you got to be there to put them back on track, because maybe it may slip their mind. Maybe they were comfortable, and then that's how you get a lot of relationships that fall apart because of non-communication. If you don't communicate things that you are accustomed to, things that you like, then those things will not happen. If you acquire attention, and it needs to be given to you, and you feel that this is what you need to do, you know, this is what is going to help you feel like you're paid attention to. It's just going to feel like this is what you want to feel like. You want to feel loved. You want to feel like you're being paid attention to. Let it be known. Don't let someone mess up and take what you're used to or you're accustomed to or what you like getting. Don't fall short for anything else. Don't literally fall short for anything else. And for men, I know there's a lot of men. There's a lot of men who are not in touch with their soft side because they think it's gonna make them feel less of a man. But I'm here to tell you, it's not. You will not be considered as less of a man because the way that you want to feel. If you want to be told that you're the man, you know, you want to be thanked at the end of the day. Because I know for me, I want to be thanked. I want to be thanked. I'm going out, I'm working, I'm busting my behind, I'm bringing food home, I'm making sure there's a roof over the head, I'm making sure bills are paid, I'm still making sure that you're kept happy. I want to be thanked at some point. I want to be thanked at some point. You don't even have to thank me by saying thank you. You don't even have to, just small, simple things. When I come home from work, baby, how was your day? Let me give you a back rub. Baby, how was your day? You know, how did you enjoy your day? Did you go through, you know, this, that, you know, what did you go through today? How are you feeling? How can we make things better? You know, don't, and men, if this is what you want, if this is what you're used to, you know, these are the things that you want, you have to let that be known. You have to let that be a factor. Do not fall short for anything. Things that you want, communicate it. Communicate it. Communicate it from the rip. Communicate it from the beginning. Because you never know. That person may not be able to give it to you. You may not be able to receive that from that person because that person may not be able to give that to you. And it's just like that. It's definitely just like that. So, again, communication. Number one, communication. Biggest thing, communication. Always communicate. Communicate it from day one. Communicate it from the rip. And this is, again, going out to all you lovers out there, all you people who are struggling. This will be a daily thing, weekly thing. I think I'm going to do it weekly because to do it daily, that's a lot. I don't know. Maybe. Depending on what's on my mind, depending on how I feel, I may jump on here almost every day if I can. Or weekly. Okay? But, yes. So, enjoy. My name is Dexter. Leave your comments below what you feel a topic should be, or if you agree to anything that I've said. If you disagree, this vlog is not here to offend anyone. If you feel offended, please comment below. Let me know, because we can speak on it. We can definitely speak on it. You let me know how you feel. Let me know. Suggestions, comments, leave them below. Until next time, guys.